Hello and welcome to my business plan presentation. This is Brown Bag, a deliciously tailored plant-based meal kit delivery service. First, a bit about me, your presenter. My name is Megan Schmidt, and I'm currently a Master's of Science student in Applied Nutrition at the University of New England. I'm an aspiring entrepreneur, and I'm also a plant-based eater. My inspiration for Brown Bag came from some of my experiences that I've had with meal kit services. I found that there really aren't a lot of options for plant-based eaters, and the ones that do exist are laden with a lot of added fats and sugars and come in packaging that really is not sustainable. So as a brief overview, the American diet is on average low in vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. It's also high in sodium, calories, saturated fat, refined grains, and added sugars. According to the Dietary Guidelines Advisory Committee, appropriately planned vegetarian, including vegan diets are healthful, nutritionally adequate, and may provide health benefits in the prevention and treatment of certain diseases. We're currently seeing a growth in the meal kit delivery industry. Between 2018 and 2020, it's expected that the industry will grow by 20.51%. But there really is still a demand for meals that meet special dietary needs, specifically gluten-free diets. So that's where Brown Bag comes in. It's a proposed meal kit service that would deliver personalized plant-based ingredients and step-by-step cooking instructions to each customer's doorstep. Brown Bag is going to be based out of Concord, New Hampshire, which puts it at a centralized location to serve the New England region. So that is Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Vermont. Brown Bag is looking to revolutionize the meal kit industry by providing unique and personalized approach to plant-based nutrition. And then some of the qualities that would make Brown Bag successful include the aim to improve and maintain consumer health with a plant-based diet, the consideration of customer preferences and individuality, because from person to person, diet and preferences are going to be changing. The conscious effort to minimize environmental impact, the delicious and innovative menu items, all of which can be prepared within the hour, and the inclusion of easy-to-follow instructions on large recipe cards so that whether you are an amateur chef, you don't have very much experience in the kitchen at all, or you're very experienced, you will be able to prepare Brown Bag meals. And Brown Bag really focuses attention to customer satisfaction through prompt responses to customer inquiries, comments, and complaints. The mission of Brown Bag is to provide delicious plant-based meals tailored to meet specific dietary needs and preferences while considering food allergies and medical conditions in an effort to improve consumer health while minimizing environmental impact. So in terms of market research, the target audience of Brown Bag would be New England residents between the ages of 25 and 44 years old. Now, this age range was selected because individuals between the ages of 25 and 44 are more likely to purchase a meal kit delivery service. Some of the personas that Brown Bag may be serving would include vegan, plant-based, or people who follow a vegetarian diet, as well as those who are making an effort to include more plant foods into their diets. Because Brown Bag serves all of New England, urban, suburban, and rural dwellers would be able to receive Brown Bag packages. And because Brown Bag is serving the ages of 25 to 44, it's inclusive of single individuals, families, and couples as well. The goal is to accommodate special dietary needs, so food allergies or intolerances, diet-related diseases, weight loss goals, etc. So right now, the meal kit market, there are quite a few meal kit delivery services on the market today, but again, we're lacking companies that are meeting specific dietary needs. But the expected future outlook looks very good. There's still a lot of room for up-and-coming companies to make their mark. The most direct competitor of Brown Bag would be Purple Carrot. Purple Carrot was founded in 2014 and has really taken off. They are a plant-based company. They're based out of Boston, but now are reaching nationwide, which puts them at an advantage. But there are some weaknesses that Purple Carrot has, and these would include some of the packaging. While some of the packaging is compostable or recyclable, they still do use single-use plastic when packaging some of their grains and spices. And also, Purple Carrot has quite a poor Yelp reputation. They maintain a 2.5 out of 5-star rating, but oftentimes customers are leaving negative reviews, questions and concerns on Yelp, sometimes regarding missing food items, spoiled food items, a really difficult to use user interface, and some of these comments are left unattended by customer service. So it doesn't give quite a great look into the customer service side of things for Purple Carrot. But Brown Bag would be learning from these mistakes and keep customer interaction pretty appropriate and timely. So some of Brown Bag's products, this would include plant-derived foods, so fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, seeds, legumes, herbs, and spices, and exclude all animal-derived foods, so meat, fish, dairy, eggs, gelatin, animal fats, as well as refined foods like processed oils, added sugars, and refined grains. All of Brown Bag's products would be high quality, fresh, organic, and non-GMO. When available, local and seasonal items would be chosen over products that would have to be shipped from other parts of the United States or the world. All ingredients would be pre-portioned for the customer, and step-by-step cooking instructions would be included with each meal. Members would have the opportunity to choose from breakfast, lunch, and dinner meals, as well as customize the number of servings. So whether it's a single individual that would like meals with leftovers, a couple, or a family that might have 4 to 6 people, each member would be able to adjust the number of servings. Brown Bag provides some services as well. So each member is entitled to a preliminary consultation with a registered dietitian. This can be done through a video streaming app like FaceTime or Skype. It can be over the phone or in person. Since we are just focusing on the New England region, that is more attainable. The individualization of Brown Bag is important, so accommodating dietary needs, taste preferences, food allergies, and intolerances. And then Brown Bag is committed to using sustainable packaging, so all packaging materials will be recyclable, reusable, and compostable. And all shipping will be done through UPS Ground. Brown Bag's marketing efforts, most of the marketing will be done through social media. The age range of the target audience is very active on social media, so this is where we would like to reach them, interact with them, and bring them in as customers, increasing the traffic to the Brown Bag website. So social media platforms that Brown Bag will use include Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And Brown Bag would be able to communicate with customers over the phone, through email, and direct responses to comments on the social media networks, as well as review platforms like Yelp, as we mentioned. The marketing budget for year 1 will be $15,000. Most of this budget is going to be spent on content creation as well as advertisements that will be seen on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. These marketing efforts will be adjusted as the company grows. So if the company, the end goal is to expand nationwide. So advertisements will need to be nationwide as well to reach those potential customers. And then as the company grows, it may benefit Brown Bag to increase the social media standing on platforms such as Twitter and Pinterest. So the financial projections of Brown Bag, we have a list here of some of the monthly expenses that would be projected for Brown Bag. These fixed costs come to a total of just over $27,000. So some of the big ticket items are going to be the salaries. Employees include the founder, Megan Schmidt. Then we're going to have a contract registered dietitian, as well as an individual who is going to be in charge of purchasing, preparing, and packaging the food. To start, I will be responsible for the bookkeeping, the social media content creation, and customer service. Other big ticket items include supplies, so the food, the packaging materials, some of the kitchen equipment that we'll be using. Social media marketing is another large item that's coming from the advertising budget. And then delivery of food through UPS Ground. It is definitely more expensive. It's less expensive than using UPS air shipping, but because we are within New England, that is relatively affordable. And then rent and utilities, we will be renting a space in Concord, New Hampshire to start because that is a central location. So we are estimating that it would cost Brown Bag $7 to produce each meal. This includes the time, the employee salary, the content of the box, packaging, and shipping. And each meal will be priced at $15. So the break-even point calculations calculates that we would have to sell just over 3,400 units or meals per month to break even. It's expected through this analysis that we will at least break even for the first 3 months and then start bringing in a profit by month 4. So included in this presentation is the appendix, which shows a sample menu for Brown Bag. This menu is specific for a gluten-free customer. So here we have 3 meals. The first we'll start with is breakfast. So we have a recipe for blueberry crumble oats. There's going to be a list of the whole plant food ingredients, and the measurements, while not necessary because everything is pre-portioned, it is helpful so that if the customer wanted to utilize this recipe, share it with a friend, make this recipe in the future without getting a Brown Bag delivery, they are able to do so. So we have the list of ingredients, and then we have directions. In this case, we have 2 options, the stovetop directions and microwave directions. Our next menu item is going to be a kale salad. And again, we have the list of ingredients. This is for 1 portion. All 3 of these meals serve just 1 person. You will note that certain food items that are difficult to ship only part of, in this case, an avocado. 1 avocado is going to be shipped, but for this recipe, we'll only be using half. We wouldn't want to ship an item that is going to turn brown. So we just shipped 1 avocado. They can use that other half in a different recipe or for another recipe of their choosing. And then the third, we have a Cajun cauliflower pasta, again with our ingredients, and our directions are a little bit more time oriented, but we have those broken down, and it would take within an hour to make this dish for dinner. Here we have the references that I've used in this presentation. I'd like to thank you for joining me, and any feedback, comments, questions would be appreciated. Thanks again.